This is politically driven. I am a firm believer that crypto is not going away. This is about innovation. It's about technological progress. And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is what's right for Americans holding back innovation? And I don't think so.
Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. We keep you updated on everything going on in cryptocurrency on a daily basis.
This is a $1 trillion industry today. It's expected to grow to 25 trillion by 2030. There's over 1 million jobs in the US that are at risk. This is an attack not just on the crypto industry, but on American innovation in the capital markets, and we've got to get the SEC back within its mandate.
Many of you have been following our coverage over the past couple weeks. Let me give you an update on everything that's been happening since Gary Gensler and the SEC have decided to wage war on US crypto markets. Many altcoins have crashed, some to lows that we haven't seen for a very long time, such as Algorand and Flow crashed to all-time lows following the SEC lawsuit. SEC has been trying to freeze Binance US's assets, Binance US trying to negotiate a deal to avoid a total asset freeze. Many prominent altcoins are pushing back publicly, saying that we were never a security or we never were focused on America. Specifically, Cardano saying we were never a security, Solana saying pretty much the same thing except maybe less conviction, Polygon not saying they were never a security, saying that they never focused on US markets although they were global. Also, there were talks about Solana maybe doing a hard fork to try and stave off the SEC. However, Solana devs say it's not happening. In addition, it seems we're getting a Polygon 2.0. Now, not specifically to counteract the SEC. They say just in, Polygon debuts Polygon 2.0 as a blueprint to build the ultimate value layer. They're focusing on scalability and liquidity. It is a set of upgrades changing everything from Polygon's protocol architecture to its tokenomics to governance, along with a roadmap to the value layer. More details to come in the weeks to come. So not specifically about the SEC, maybe a coincidence, but Polygon debuts Polygon 2.0 is the news. You know, Coinbase refusing to delist any assets, saying none of the assets on their platform are unregistered securities. Now, they have asked the SEC to clarify its position, but the SEC refusing to respond to Coinbase. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission today said it had not decided on whether to clarify new crypto rules after America's biggest crypto exchange, Coinbase, made a special request for the top regulators to do so. And in the wake of this uncertainty in America, we're seeing countries like China, we're seeing countries like Russia adopt crypto in ways like we've never seen before. So China, Chinese bank BOCI issues country's first tokenized security on Ethereum. Chinese bank BOCI has officially issued the country's first tokenized security on the Ethereum blockchain. This is the first bank in China to issue a tokenized security in the country, and the fact it's on Ethereum is a huge deal. Press release out of China. By issuing these digital securities, both BOCI and another entity, UBS, have taken new steps in terms of the application law and blockchain types. Moreover, the transaction is the first product of its kind in Asia Pacific, constituted under Hong Kong and Swiss law. Pretty big deal. And quote from the deputy CEO of the bank itself, working together with UBS, we are driving the simplification of digital asset markets and products. We are encouraged by the evolution of Hong Kong's digital economy, and we are committed to promoting the digital transformation and innovative development of Hong Kong's financial industry. In Russia, Russia's biggest bank to allow crypto trading this summer. The largest banking institution in Russia by asset value, SberBank, will reportedly enable private investors to buy and sell digital currencies in the following weeks. Now, maybe this is a big step, a small step. In any case, this is a positive step, another step in the right direction. This entity jumped on the bandwagon a few years ago, the biggest bank in Russia, attempting to launch several cryptocurrency projects. For one, it sought approval to issue its own digital currency and introduced the first blockchain-focused ETF in Russia. As reported by a local media outlet, the bank will let customers make transactions with digital financial assets on the SberBank platform as early as June. This is a huge step. America should be doing this. It is worth noting that the bank prepared a special scoring assessment system for its customers before releasing the option. This move ensures that users consciously make an investment decision understanding the existing risks. This is what Gary Gensler should be doing for us. New video from one of the lawmakers going against the SEC and specifically Gary Gensler in America. New video from Warren Davidson, again, articulating the harm that Gary Gensler has caused for crypto, for innovation in America. Listen to this.
Congressman Davidson, thank you for joining us. What is your biggest beef with SEC Chair Gary Gensler?
Well, it's a long list. He's been so bad at his job. I mean, frankly, what he's highlighted is we don't just have a Gary Gensler problem. We have a problem that's structural with the SEC. So part of it is Gary Gensler has been uniquely bad. There's been more rulemakings under his leadership than at any time since Dodd-Frank passed. Dodd-Frank was a major overhaul of the financial regulatory framework, so you would expect lots of rulemaking. All that happened with Gary Gensler is Gary Gensler became chair of the SEC. They've averaged like 2 rulemakings a month. They normally don't even have a long comment period, so it's shortchanged. He clearly doesn't have the legal authority to implement an ESG rule to change the reporting and disclosure requirements for every publicly traded company, but he's forging ahead anyway. With respect to crypto regulation, it's like Hotel California. You can check in, but you can never leave. They go into endless discovery. Almost no one ever gets a no action letter after years and years of discovery. He's trying to overhaul the market structure for equity markets. We have the best capital markets in the world, and he wants to fundamentally remake them in a way that basically says to retail investors, to protect you, we're going to keep you from participating in the market. That's not investor protection, that's investor exclusion. And so fundamentally, I think every layer of this has been bad from Gensler, but it highlights really we have to get back to a weaker chairman and a stronger commission.
I don't need to show this to you, but this is what the SEC is trying to remove from America. And this is innovative crypto protocols versus antiquated legacy traditional finance. So take a look at this infograph. Compound protocol versus JP Morgan, DeFi protocol versus bank, decentralized exchange versus centralized exchange, Uniswap versus Robinhood. Both of these images, it's obvious to you and me, it's obvious to so many people, yet this is what they're trying to remove from American shores. Predictable lending and borrowing versus ad hoc changes. 24/7 open source auditable, closed source quarterly audited. On-chain, 24/7 accessible across the world. Off-chain, limited accessibility, market opportunity just in the US, market opportunity everywhere. Same exact thing here. And these innovations are going to happen whether they happen with the US or without the US. Big news, Uniswap protocol has officially hit 250 million swaps. And on that news, Uniswap has upgraded. Uniswap releases version 4 code allowing new types of liquidity pools. Basically, version 4 will feature what's called hooks, which will allow for more customized liquidity pool options. The Defiant had a great video explainer on this. Watch this.
Since its V3 release, Uniswap has facilitated over $1.5 trillion in trading volume. And now with the forthcoming V4, they're looking to revolutionize on-chain liquidity and token trading once again. The open source draft code for Uniswap's V4 is now out in the wild. The team has encouraged community members to explore, test, and provide feedback and contributions. One of the most awaited upgrades with this iteration was hooks, which are now possible on Uniswap with V4. Hooks are essentially contracts which can be executed at different stages of a pool's lifecycle, like before or after a swap. This enables a new level of customization for managing liquidity pools. And if you're wondering what this actually means for users, it's quite straightforward. With hooks, you can implement dynamic fees, set up on-chain limit orders, and even build a time-weighted average market maker, or TWAM. With hooks, it's even possible to automate the compounding of liquidity pool rewards. In the words of Hayden Adams, the founder of Uniswap, hooks introduce a world with endless options, and Singleton allows you to efficiently route across all of them. By housing all pools in what's referred to as a Singleton contract, Uniswap V4 drastically reduces gas fees. This is achieved by no longer needing to transfer tokens between pools held in different contracts. V4 even supports trading with native ETH, providing further savings. Beyond this, the Uniswap team has been discussing the adoption of EIP 1153. This upgrade to Ethereum could further reduce transaction costs on Ethereum Ethereum, although it's not been deemed significant enough to be included in the next Ethereum upgrade, which will be called Cancun Deneb or Dencun. As for the competition, the Uniswap v3 code license expired in April, which allowed protocols like SushiSwap and PancakeSwap to freely use the code, which they did immediately.
Like I said, crypto innovation and adoption is happening whether the US is involved or not. Avalanche launches Arcade 3 to help bring Web 2 devs to blockchain gaming. So basically, Arcade 3 is doing three things to onboard Web 2 companies into Web 3 gaming. Arcade 3 is envisioned at helping companies find the right partners within Web 3, including Avalanche, including Ava Labs itself, in order to make onboarding easier. It is also designed to help with marketing by, quote, creating on-chain affiliate marketing with esports teams and influencers, incentivizing engagement through digital collectibles, and spurring user content creation through in-game tokens. And then 3, additionally, Arcade 3 will help participants with tokenomics by ensuring that the in-game economies are compliant and stable. The program also hopes to accelerate the move to Web3 by offering the strength of the Avalanche network, of course. Get your tickets to Blockdown Festival in Portugal. Details below. 50% off your tickets, linked below. I hope to all see you 10th through 12th July in Portugal, Blockdown Festival. 50% off tickets, linked below. So much more innovation is going to continue to happen in crypto. One of the things I'm most excited about is combining Web3 and AI, crypto and AI. And I love Paul Brody's assessment of it. This is how Web3 and AI can fit together most perfectly going forward. Tell me what you think about this.
We're already seeing AI and blockchain work together. AI is actually really good at reading and interpreting some things. It's really valuable in analytics. I see AI being particularly valuable in reading and understanding blockchain transactions. You have to have some tolerance for the possibility that occasionally the answers might be wrong, but AI systems can give you a lot of mostly right answers at scale. And there's some analytical business processes where having the right answer 95% of the time is more than good enough. So we're already seeing these things work together. We're going to see huge impact of AI in software development for blockchain because AI systems will write code for software developers, but software developers will check it and test it before they put it into production. So what's going to happen in the next kind of few years is that we're going to be very carefully figuring out what are these places where the strengths of AI, the ability to absorb data and spit out stuff that looks really good, will work nicely with solutions that can tolerate some level of error, or where there's a proofreading process and a correction process before it goes into production. So we're sort of navigating this fitting process, and at the same time, both blockchain and AI are going to be getting much, much better. So we've really just kind of tasted the tip of the iceberg or seen the tip of the iceberg in terms of what's likely and possible.